Many parents come to us with their children having handwriting issues, which we know is part of the fine motor system. At Brain Balance, we look at all the different brain systems that are involved in fine motor. Think about how to coordinate 34 different intrinsic hand muscles and over 100 ligaments to be able to write in a legible fashion. There are many brain systems involved, and in actuality, the fine motor system being advanced is really controlled in this front part of the brain called the corticospinal tract. That occurs mostly in the motor cortex in the front, whereas other types of movements like postural movements might occur in the cerebellum, which is more of a primitive type of area of the brain, and deep inside the brain called the basal ganglia. But fine motor ability really is a more advanced skill. So in order to write a sentence on a piece of paper, the brain has to send a signal to what we call the premotor cortex, which is in this area of the brain. That prepares the motor system to move. Then that system sends another signal to the supplementary motor area, which now plans out the movement. Then the supplementary motor area goes and stimulates the motor strip. And from the motor strip, a signal is sent to a deep part of the brain called the basal ganglia, which initiates the movement. And then the cerebellum fine-tunes the movement so the child could actually write between the lines. In order to know how hard to squeeze, how hard to hold the pencil or the pen, the proprioceptive system must be integrated with all these different parts of the brain. With Brain Balance, we use the fine motor system to stimulate multiple areas of the brain, which is part of our multimodal connectivity approach in the brain to improve whole brain connectivity.